All right, it is 9:47 on July 22nd, and I am on the Mount Ida trailhead. I don't think that's actually what it's called. I think there's another name for the trailhead here. Yes, right here. It's Milner Pass. So, and I'm at 10,750 feet, as you can see there. This is the beginning of the trail, and Mount Ida, this is my first day in Rocky Mountain National Park. I started my day off at 4:30 this morning at a hotel at the Denver International Airport. Got to the Rocky Mountain National Park a little late, so I couldn't get down Bear Creek Road. They, have the restrictions on it during the day, starting at 5:30 a.m. So it's not like the front gate, which is at 9 a.m. It's 9:30 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. Sorry. So if you're coming out, I guess during the summertime, pay attention to that much more than I did. This trail is about 10 miles, and you can see. Okay, here we go. The Mount Ida trailhead is probably 4 miles down this trail here, and that might be as far as I go today. I had stopped at that Alpine Visitor Center, but everything was closed, so I wasn't able to fill up with water. I have a little water left from when I ate breakfast this morning, so this is not normally what I would do. You don't normally start this late either at 9:30 in the morning or whatever it was, because of the chance of afternoon thunderstorms, but I figured this would give me a good chance to get a look at this trail. I am only like 0.4 miles, not even that, probably 0.2 from the trailhead now that I have everything set up. And I'm going to drive my mapping on my Garmin crazy, because I just talked to a couple hikers that were coming down, and they said they hiked to the Alpine Visitor Center, and I think they said it was 4 miles. So this is something you need to look out for. See, people have been walking that way, and you're not supposed to. They have it blocked off with these rocks. You're supposed to come and head up this way. But anyway, I think that's where it'll branch off from the Mount Ida trailhead, since back there they both said 4 miles. And I may take that route as something different, because I can go all the way to the visitor center and fill up my water, maybe get a little burger or something like that, and then head back. Knew it was going to have to happen. It has to get steep in places, so they've got these stairs here to help us get up to the next level. Then it'll flatten out again, and I'm sure go right back up. Even steeper here. You're going to get to start hearing me huff and puff a little bit here pretty soon. Looks like we have our first mobility challenge. Am I going the right way? It says I'm going the right way on my watch, so we're going to take it. There's a reason this tree was here, right? And made it. All right, just a little drainage here, and you can see that we're slowly getting into some alpine meadows. The trees are thinning out to a certain extent, and I just passed a couple hiking down from the Alpine Center, and they said it was about an hour away, at least going downhill. Maybe it'd be a little bit more for me, but I'm on the right trail for it. So happy to hear that. Probably why it looks like I'm way off trail from Mount Ida. So on the way back, I'm gonna have to try to figure out where that got lost and make sure I make the right turn there. By right turn, I mean the correct turn. Okay, so I just met a couple of hikers here. I'm on a pull-off, and they said that All Trails told them this was the Yute, U-T-E trail. So when I get back to my B&B, I'll take a look and see it again and look it up. God, I hope I'm not moving it too fast. It's just incredible. And I don't know if you can see the white car way down there. I'm parked right in front of it. So that's where I started, was way down at the bottom there. I just thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it, but the trail is like winding all the way and then goes up into those trees. And I thought the Alpine Center was way up there, so we'll see how crazy this is. So much different than way out west, where that would all be, you know, rock, or that red rock, the desert. And here they got the alpine foliage on it. Very cool. And you see how blue that sky is. I don't know if those are good clouds. Supposedly when they're climbing like that on that one over there, these don't matter as much. You got to watch out, but hopefully the thunderstorms don't come for another couple hours. Forest Canyon Pass, 11,320 feet. You can see the silver of the cars and the ones parked up there on the overlook. That's all on that Trail Ridge Road that I came in on from Estes Park way over there. But with this elevation, I'm getting exactly what I wanted before I hike the higher peaks later in this weekend. So right up ahead there, I can see the visitor center, and I'm sitting at about 2.9 miles. So maybe it's not even a full 4 miles there, but we'll find out. This has been a great trail. There is nothing steep coming up, so all the steepness was down there by the parking lot. I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and we'll talk a little bit more about it when I head down. My first marmot sighting. I'm a novice, but those look like the clouds I should be worried about. I still got about a half a mile to get over there to the Alpine Center, but I might have to cut this lunch short and really work my way quickly back to the tree line over there, because you can see this whole area right here is very exposed, and I don't want to be out here if it starts thundering and lightning. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. I am starting on my way down, and you can see, I hope you can see, it's a little bit blanked out from there. The Milner Pass is 4.1 miles. So turns out, after talking to the ranger, I found out this is the upper UPPER Yute Trail, and you can see the Alpine Visitor Center, parking lot, everything is right there. You'll be crossing over Trail Ridge Road to get there. And let me get my watch resume back up. So it was 4 miles up here, so obviously it's going to be 4 miles back. And it took me an hour and a half, so it wasn't too bad. That means with that kind of quickness, and you know, I was stopping and taking pictures and everything else, it wasn't too intense as far as an incline. What I like about this trail is if you are a very beginner and you start right here, you're going to be going all downhill, and that will work if you have someone who can pick you up where I left my car at the beginning, you know, where I was filming the Continental Divide information. So if you've got someone, you're a very beginner hiker and you want to try, and you have someone who can pick you up there, you'll get a nice gradual, almost all downhill hike. Now, if you want to do something a little bit more challenging, you start at the bottom and you have someone pick you up here at the Alpine Center, and you'll get a more strenuous uphill hike. And then when you're good enough, or if you want to give it a try, go both ways. But guys, this whole trail, everything about it, it's just beautiful scenery, and the scenery changes. I'm going to be up here in the Alpine Tundra, a little bit above tree line, for the next probably 40 minutes, and then I'll drop back down to that woods that we saw. So unless there's anything else super interesting on the way back down, I'm not going to film until I get back to the parking lot, and we'll just do the summaries. I like to tell people what time I started and kind of how long I took, in case anyone ever wants to retrace it. They know kind of what they're dealing with. I've noticed a lot of people, you know, when they film their videos, nothing against them, but I'm like, what was that all about? I know it took maybe 10 miles, but 10 miles doing, you know, the San Jacinto out there in California is a lot different than, you know, the 10 miles that I did right here. And so it kind of gives you an idea of how long an average guy would take to get up and down this thing. To me, it's so interesting as to how it starts to cloud up. Now, I think I have plenty of time, since it's only about 12:30 and they were saying rain around 2. But you can see the storm's building. Okay, right there is the parking lot. This is essentially the end of the trail. You can see the nice pond they have here. I am parked over there. So when you watch videos, people say there's 2 overflow parking lots. One's over there and one's right there. They're not too far apart. Main parking lot is right there. Okay, that's a wrap. That was the Upper Ute Trail. Went to the Alpine Visitor Center, which is 4 miles away, and that corresponds with what I had on my Garmin, 8 miles round trip. Tomorrow I'll come back and hit Mount Ida. So you can see the storm's getting ready to come in, but the total distance, just there so you can see it, is 8 miles. It took me almost 3 hours. And the time of day is 1:21. Good day.